This video is going to be about 4 problems on page 313 again. It's on your test. It's number 9 on your review. And this is important for calculus as well. That little thing. They give you a hint. They say multiply the equations by e to the x. Again, when a math proof or math equation gives you a hint, you always use it. They don't give it to you because they think you're dumb. They're giving it to you because that's basically what you need to do to even start the equation. So we're going to start with 45, and I'll put it over here. E to the x plus e to the negative x over 2 equals 1. Okay, our first step is we're going to multiply everything through by 2. And when you get that, or you cross multiply, you're going to get e to the x plus e to the negative x equals 2. Okay, I just cross multiplied. Now, we're going to use the hint. So we're going to multiply everything through, as long as we do it to each term, by e to the x. Now when we do this, we get e to the 2x, because e to the x times e to the x equals e to the x plus x, which is e to the 2x. Then we're going to multiply the next one, and we get x e to the 0 equals 2e to the x. And again, for this part here, that is e to the x times e to the negative x equals e to the x minus x, which equals e to the 0, which equals what, guys? That equals 1. So basically I have e to the 2x plus 1 equals, I'm going to 2e to the x. Now, like another problem set we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and write this as e to the x squared plus 1 equals 2e to the x. Now I'm going to let w equal e to the x. When I do that, I'm going to get w squared, I'm going to go ahead and move him over, minus 2w plus 1 equals 0. And don't forget w equals e to the x. So we're going to complete this on the next slide. Let me try to memorize this. W squared minus 2w plus 1. Get w squared, I forgot already, minus 2w plus 1 equals 0, keeping in mind that w equals e to the x. And let's factor this. We get w minus 1 times w minus 1 equals 0. So w equals 1. This is really w minus 1 squared, right? So w equals 1. Our w equals e to the x, so we have e to the x equals 1. And clearly x equals 0, because anything to the 0 power equals 1. So our solution set is 0. Okay? Alright, let's do another set. Let's do 46. 46, and I'm going to go a little faster on this one. E to the x plus e to the negative x over 2 equals 3. First step, cross multiply. So we get e to the x plus e to the negative x equals 6. Next step, multiply everything through with the hint. The hint is multiply everything through to e to the x. So we're going to get e to the 2x plus e to the 0 equals 6e to the x. This equals 1, and I'm going to let w equal e to the x. And I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this one. This is e to the x squared plus 1 equals 6e to the x. I'm going to let e to the x equal w at this point, so w squared minus 6w plus 1 equals 0. Clearly we can't factor it, so I'm going to use the quadratic formula. So in our quadratic formula, a equals 1, b equals -6, and c equals 1. And use my quadratic formula, and I get e to the, I'm going to let x equal, it's not x, it's what? Yeah, w, thanks for telling me. W equals 6 plus and minus square root of -6 squared minus 4 times 1 times 1 over 2 times 1, which is 2. So we get W equals 6 plus or minus square root of 32 over 2. This right here is 16 times 2, so I can pull out a 4. So get W equals 6 plus or minus 4 root 2 over 2. That's a 4. And that gives us equals 3 plus or minus 2 root 2. Alright, that equals W. Let's write it again. W equals 3 plus or minus 2 root 2. Our W, however, is 3 to the x. So we have 3 to the x. Is it 3 to the x? No, it's e to the x. Alright. I can hear y'all talking. E to the x equals 3 plus or minus 2 root 2. Now what I'm going to do is take the natural log of both sides. It's e to the x, since it's e. So we take the natural log of both sides. Use my power property. This x moves out in front, so we don't have it here. Now natural log of e is just 1, so we basically have x equals natural log of 3 plus or minus 2 root 2. Now in this case you have x equals plus this and minus this. This in here is negative, but when you plug it back into your original equation, it works. So basically we get the solution set is x equals natural log of 3 plus 2 root 2, and x equals natural log of 3 minus 2 root 2. Now keep in mind that both of these are positive. This has to be positive. And when you're subtracting here, this works, because this is still going to be a positive number. So this x is still positive here. They're both positive. So you have two solutions for this. Okay? And we just want the exact solution, so you don't need to use a calculator. Okay. 47 is the same thing. You have to use a quadratic formula for it. So let's get it started. We have e to the x minus e to the negative x over 2 equals 2. And you cross multiply, and you're going to get e to the x minus e to the negative x equals 4. We're going to multiply everything through by e to the x. So basically you're going to get e to the 2x minus 1 equals 4e to the x. And we're going to rewrite this as e to the x squared minus 1 minus 4e to the x equals 0. I'm going to let, since the e to the x is confusing, now if you can do this with e to the x, by all means you can do that. But I'm going to go ahead and let w equal e to the x. So we get w squared minus 4w minus 1 equals 0. Clearly, you can't factor this, so we have our quadratic formula where a is 1, b is -4, and c is -1. And when I use the quadratic formula, I get w equals -4 plus or minus square root of plus or minus, no, what am I doing? Negative 4 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 1, all over 2, which yields 4 plus or minus root 20 over 2. Root 20 can be written as 4 times 5, so it will be 4 plus or minus 2 root 5 over 2. Again, this is all W, which can be simplified, so we'll simplify it on the next slide. So the next slide we get W equals 2 plus or minus root 5, which really means that e to the x equals 2 plus or minus root 5. And you take the natural log of both sides, and use your power property and bring the x down. This equals 1, so you get x equals natural log of 2 plus root 5, and you have x equals natural log of 2 minus root 5. Clearly, this quantity here is negative. This quantity, some quantity x, is negative. So we have to disregard this solution because you can't have natural log being negative. So we only have one solution in this case, which is ln of 2 plus root 5. And the last one we have is 48. And 48 is e to the x minus e to the negative x over 2 equals negative 2. Cross multiply, we get e to the x minus e to the negative x equals negative 4. Multiply through by e to the x. So basically we're going to get e to the x squared minus 1 plus, okay, I'm going to go ahead and not skip that step, equals negative 4 e to the x. Let w equal e to the x, and we get w squared plus 4w minus 1 equals 0, and use the quadratic formula where a equals 1, b equals 4, and c equals negative 1. So we get w equals negative 4 plus or minus square root of 4 squared minus 4, 1 times negative 1 over 2, which yields negative 4 plus or minus root 20 over 2, which yields negative 4 plus or minus 2 root 5 over 2, which yields negative 2 plus or minus root 5. Okay? So now let's check these. This is w. So when we do e to the x, we take the natural log of both sides. I'm going to squeeze it in here. Natural log here. And we're going to put natural log here. Use your power property and bring that up front. That cancels, so you get x equals natural log of negative 2 plus root 5. The negative part won't work because clearly that is negative. Negative 2 minus root 5 is clearly less than what? 0. But this one works because negative 2 plus root 5 is positive. So we have one solution, and that is it right there. And that's how you do those.